Alright, so what you're looking at right now is footage of Sonic the Hedgehog for the Sega Master System being played in a Hyperkin 3-in-1 for the Retron 5, which is plugged into a Sega Megadrive Model 2. So, yeah, it's quite a mouthful there, but if you follow me, then, yeah, it's basically a 3-in-1 is it plays Sega Master System game cards, which in the very first model of the Sega Master System they had actual cards that the games came on instead of cartridges, so you'd swipe that in the machine and away you go. You would plug that in. Yeah, and then there's, of course, it plays Sega Master System cartridges as well, which is what you're looking at here. And then you've also got the Sega Gamegear games can plug into the side of it, which is quite cool. But yeah, I'm gonna show you 4 Sega Gamegear games today. So the Retron 5 3-in-1 adapter, it can play Gamegear games in the Retron 5 because that's essentially just emulating the games. But this is original hardware, and I found this quite interesting. So without further ado, let's get started. So first thing we're going to try is hook. Okay, so apparently hook doesn't work at all. I'm just going to blow on the cart and see if it works when I put it back in. Hang on. Oh, we have something. There's something on the screen. I'm just going to try and blow on the cart. Okay, so we got it to work. It's off color, but it actually works, which is really weird. Do the buttons work? Let's have a look. I've got a Megadrive controller plugged in. It doesn't look like any of the buttons work, but like I said before, it's actually quite amazing that this actually works on the machine. I mean, it looks like garbage, but pretty impressive though. So, basically, it must just be like all Sega machines kind of have the same chips running inside them. Which probably, like, if for you nerds out there, it probably sounds like a simpleton's sort of thing to say. But look, it's actually freaking running. Like, this is what the game would look like if you get the buttons to work. Because the only downside about this 3-in-1 is that a lot of Master System games, well, not a lot, but the odd Master System game has the pause, like, you have to pause the game to be able to access menus, like Alex Kidd. So it's kind of frustrating that oh, the colors kind of went alright then for a second. It's kind of frustrating that the cartridge, the 3-in-1 cart, doesn't have a pause button on it. Okay, Sonic 2 is in. Let's just have a look. Again, it's off color, but it works. So that's really weird. On my screen, I've got a bit of a flickery line at the bottom of my TV. I'm using a flat screen, obviously, so it's kind of interesting though. It looks crystal clear on the capturing software. But man, it looks like an old school Game Boy game, like it's Game Boy sort of colors, like the OG Game Boy. Alright, finally we got there. Sorry about the wait, I was having a bit of trouble getting a picture back on the TV again. Yeah, because my software's, I've got these power cords that are for the capturing thing, and that, like, they're kind of bung. They don't really work that well. But apart from that, like, yeah, I got it to work, so that's good. So yeah, this is what it should look like. that last game we saw, Sonic 2 should look like these kind of colors. So yeah, that's all I wanted to show. So now we're going to try Outrun for the Sega Gamegear. Now this is where it gets interesting, because the Outrun game for the Game Gear runs in full color. It's not all weird looking like Sonic and stuff, so that's quite cool. I'll show you how that looks. Here it is. And what's weird is that it's fully playable too. How awesome's that? That's so freaking weird. I'm playing a freaking... I'm playing a Game Gear game on my Megadrive model too, so it's kind of weird. I think sometimes the buttons kind of fail, so that is one issue with it. But, I mean, it runs in full color, so it's pretty epic, I thought. Yeah, I'm not going to win this. I suck at this game at the best of times, but I'm certainly not going to win it by playing it now. So, yeah, I just thought I'd show you guys that anyway. I thought that was really interesting. So, yeah, one thing I really want to know, if you own a Retron 5 and you play Sega Master System games on it, I'd like to know if it has a power button on it for the Master System. A pause button on it for the Master System, because, like I said earlier, I want to be able to pause in Alex Kidd or whatever in Wonder Boy 3, Dragon's Trap, and be able to select items. If you can't do that, that's a big pain in the butt. I got busted. Yeah, so I would actually be very interested to know that, especially before, like if I want to purchase one or not. So that'll be a real decision maker. Because yeah, all this old hardware is kind of getting a pain in the butt to set up. So that's why I'm kind of leaning more towards the the emulation side of things, but also still being able to use my cartridges. So that's kind of the motive behind that. So yeah, anyway, let me know your thoughts in the comments section below, and thank you guys so much for watching. Catch you later.